Yo guys, this is your boy Tenkaichi Meister and welcome to this new video. Now, finally this is episode 4 of Bit for Power Z, and yeah, the thing is, let me tell you the story why I'm releasing episode 4 right now. So, it all starts basically in 2009 when I still had my old channel, the Tenkaichi Meister, where I someday uploaded episode 1 and 2 within a week of Bit for Power Z, which was actually recorded back then with English Bit for Power 2.0 mod for Quake 3. As I reviewed it a few days ago, I noticed that it was clearly poorly made, but to be honest, as my channel back then was pretty poor in regards of views, the Bit for Power Z series really was popular. I got like 2,000 to 4,000 views on each part, and a lot of people really enjoyed seeing that, and that's why I later decided to make episode 3. Anyway, in 2010 my channel was struck down for copyright reasons, and when I made the new channel, which is actually this one, it was called the Tenkaichi Meister 0, but now I just named it Tenkaichi Meister. There I re-uploaded those 2 episodes and actually made episode 3, which sadly got no feedback whatsoever. This was in 2011. So this is the first episode of Bit for Power Z in 6 years, and that is freaking crazy. Anyway, the reason why I stopped making these videos was because, like I said, this was English Bit for Power 2.0, and back then I waited for 4.0, which guaranteed a more stable version with a bigger character roster, with improved graphics, and so on and so forth. You name it all. And when 4.0 was released, it was really unstable, and they forced a cell shading kind of graphic style onto the game, which looked, in my opinion, very bad. But you had no choice but to accept that with that version. There was only that. But I refused to do so. And then they announced a few weeks later they would release a 5.0 version, and I waited for that one, and then they finally released it. And I still refuse to use that version because it offers 3 graphic styles. The normal one that you know from 2.0, or you would think you would know it, but it actually has worse shadowing in my opinion. It looks worse, I don't know why, but it is that. Then it has a cell shading one and a cartoon style, which looks terrible, absolutely terrible. Yeah, and also it runs better, but the shadowing is what makes it so much worse. So for this episode I kept on using 2.0, and since English Bit for Power is dead, because they later announced a 6.0 version even with working story mode, but it never came out, so that's that, it is dead. I will keep on using the 2.0 version, and I will have to work what I have. And yeah, so anyway, now it is the case that, like I said, I waited for the English Bit for Power 4.0, then 5.0, and that was not happening. And also back then I only had like 2 drives with a total space of like, don't let me lie, I think I had around 700 gigabytes, and back then I was using Fraps, and as you may know, Fraps not only cuts the performance, its recordings have a huge file size, a really heavy huge file size. And now I'm using Shadowplay, which delivers about the same quality, and the file size is much lower, so that's that. But anyway, a few days ago my internet just collapsed, and then I looked through some of my old videos and found the Bit for Power ones, and I think they were quite enjoying, so yeah, that's why I continued now on episode 4. And also they really don't take much work, they are quickly made, and that's very good. I was working on another project, but I'm very lazy. So yeah, I was working on the project, which you can find a trailer on my channel, called Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi Z, which is pretty much the same as Bit for Power Z. It is a recreation of the anime in the game, just it's not Bit for Power, but it is Budokai Tenkaichi 1, 2 and 3, with maybe some elements of other games like Budokai or Infinite World. But yeah, I managed to do the trailer. It was very fun doing that. And then I started working on episode 0, not even episode 1, episode 0, because it is called Budokai Tenkaichi Z, so I planned to do it only with the Z sagas, and maybe later the movies or GT, who knows, but I plan to do an episode 0, basically the battle Bardock against Frieza's men, and then the Dragon Ball saga. And I made quite a lot of progress. The Bardock saga was very well made by me, I'm very proud of that. But then I stopped at Goku vs Jackie Chun because I forgot how... After that is the Red Ribbon saga, and I forgot how things developed that way. And I tried to look it up, I started to, and then I kind of lost interest and stopped, and that's where I am now. So basically 2 years ago, or I think it was 2 years ago when I made that trailer, I'm still stuck at the same point, because sometimes I think, okay, now I can do it, then I open the project, I do 1, 2 things, I sometimes only look at it, and then I close it again. I don't know what it is, I'm stuck there. Hopefully in the near future I'll be able to work on that, but anyway, for now I will continue with Bit for Power. Like I said, it is very quickly made, and it is very fun, even though of course I have to work with bots who can for the most part not fight, because they kind of go crazy, and yeah, I have to put them on the same team as me. So yeah, not a lot of fighting sequences, but anyway, I hope you still enjoy. That was just a quick story. Thanks guys for listening, thank you for watching. Please like and watch the other parts of English Bit for Power. And yeah, the next episode of Bit for Power Z won't take long. I think only 1 or 2 weeks. If most. It could also be next week, who knows. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe, and then yeah, see you later.